In just a moment, I'm going to ask you, the spectator, to select any one of these 52 playing cards. Since it doesn't really matter which one you choose, it doesn't really matter what order the cards are in, so I'll give them a quick shuffle. And later on, when it comes time for you to choose a card, all you have to do is select one. I'm going to choose a card from the blue pack of cards as a prediction. I'm going to try to predict the very card that you're going to choose or select from the red pack. So let me look through and see if I can find the card that I think you will choose. None of those. Not that one. I think I'm getting closer to selecting. No, not that one. I can feel it. I'm very, very close. Not the 3, not that one. I'm going to go with the 8, the 8 of clubs. That's going to be my selection. That's the card I think you're about to touch. In other words, if I'm right, I've predicted the future. Now the spectator simply touches any card, it doesn't matter which one they touch, and it gets placed upon my selection, the 8 of clubs. Now remember, I chose a card from the blue pack well before you chose yours from the red pack. My card was the 8 of clubs, and the card that you chose, believe it or not, the 8 of clubs, a perfect match. Thank you very much for helping. You did a great job. Here is the setup, rather easy to do. Take the red back 8 of clubs, place it on top of the pack. The regular 8 of clubs is underneath it. And to cover up the face-up 8 of clubs on top, place any card on top of that. It doesn't really matter. So when you spread the cards out, as long as you cover up the first little block of cards on top, nothing is seen. I also count down 6 cards from the top. The 6th card I remember as a stopping point whenever I go through the pack looking for a particular card. I remember the 3 of clubs, the 6th card from the top. That's the setup. From there you can Hindu shuffle by pulling out of the center of the pack, obviously. And now, give one cut, bringing everything to the center of the pack. You're ready to go through and look for your special card. Now you notice how my hands are kept close together. I use my fingers to cover the cards from the sight of someone looking directly from the front, so that whenever I get to that face-up card, they won't see it. It's covered by my right fingers. I go through a couple of sets of cards until I come to the 3 of clubs. That's where I stop. Now remember, 6 cards down is that reversed 8 of clubs. So as I spread this time, I want to cover it up with my right hand. I spread through a real tight spread, get a finger break underneath that red back face down 8 of clubs. And now, I usually turn one card face up on the tabled pile, gesture towards the one in my hand, keeping the break all along. Then I perform the Paul Curry double lift by pulling cards from the back. You notice that I pull the cards back towards myself. First, they sort of hit the crotch of between my first and second finger as I pull them back. That's how Paul Curry does his double lift. When I come to the 8 of clubs, it's a natural. I simply put my fingers, spread them apart, pick the 2 cards up as one, pull back, and I have my double. Looks very natural from the front. Place the double in my left hand, turn it over, show it around, transfer from hand to hand, making it look like a single card. Then I take whatever card they push out from the red pack, place it on top, and push forward doing the color Monte move so all the cards are lined up. Now instead of pulling straight back and then flipping them over, what I'm going to do is tilt the 8 of clubs sideways and take it apart that way. In this version of prediction, I've gotten rid of the color Monte alignment move, and I've also set up an automatic get ready for the double lift. The spectator is told to choose one of the red cards by pushing it out a little bit from the spread, and I'm going to predict which card they're going to choose. So let me go through my blue deck of cards and find one that I think you might end up choosing. My odds of doing this are 1 in 52 actually. I'm going to go with this card right here. Okay, now it's up to you. Select any one of the red cards. Which one do you like? This one? Okay, I selected a blue card, you've got a red card. Let's see how close these two cards match. My card's the 8 of spades, and lo and behold, your card is also the 8 of spades. Miracles never cease to happen. Thank you very much for helping. Now for a quick explanation. The blue pack has one extra card in it, a duplicate to the 8 of spades. The two 8 of spades are 5th and 6th card down from the top of the pack. The red deck, ordinary red deck in any order. The cards are spread out with the spectator given instructions to eventually push one card forward so I know which card is going to be theirs. Now, as I pick the cards up one at a time, I know that the 5th and 6th cards are going to be the 8 of spades, and that's where I'm going to be holding my break. Here comes an 8 of spades. I get my break as I lay it down on top. This is an automatic break. I don't have to go for it. I actually place the break into my hand. The other 8 of spades on top of that one. I pick up one more card, put it back down, and then perform the Paul Curry pull back double lift. Actually 2 cards. I like using this double lift a lot in certain instances. Once again, I pick up the cards, looking for what I think may be their selection. Getting my automatic double break now. Pick up one more card, don't go with that one, go with this one on top. Lay the other cards, the blue cards on top of the pack. This is where I have to get a break underneath the top card. There's 2 8s there. You take their selection, place it on top, but not in the back like the alignment move was being used before. You place it in the front because you're actually going to be pushing that red card back, picking up at the break, picking up the 8 of spades underneath the red card as the 2 cards are separated. I'd like to point out that the reason for holding both blue and red cards in one hand would be that as you place them both in one hand, you push the blue pack aside, push the red pack aside, giving you a reason for holding both of those cards in one hand. After the red back card is aligned with the top blue back card and the prediction is shown to match, then to clean up, you place the blue card on the blue pack, the red back card with the blue card underneath gets set aside, leaving you with one complete deck of blue back cards for any other effect.